Okay, we're in Times Square. We're here with Ronald Day. Hi, Ronald. How are you?
Very well. You?
Okay, good. So, Wells Fargo, Operation Smile. Let's create more smiles. Happy Diwali. Happy Diwali too.
Happy Diwali for November.
So tell us, you have a senior position with Wells Fargo?
I do. I'm responsible for the corporate bank in New York. So we look after large companies in this region.
Social responsibility of large corporations. What do you think about that?
Absolutely key to their being. So Wells Fargo, you may or may not know, is the #1 personal donor to nonprofits around the world, whether it's to school, to the U.S. specifically. So whether it's to schools, whether churches, to the community, consistently ranked in the first or second in terms of direct contributions from team members.
Actually, I do know. And I know that because we cover good news.
There you go.
And obviously, good corporate social responsibility is exactly our story. That's prime time for us, especially when many corporations aren't able to even get that message out. Yep. You're there doing it and not really letting the whole wide world know about it. You just do it.
We do it, and we do it not to one or two. We do it to whatever our team members are passionate about. As long as you can make a difference in whichever part of the country, that's what we're focused on, in individual giving back. And so just last month we were all volunteering with Habitat for Humanity, rebuilding homes still damaged by the Hurricane Sandy. How can I forget? And so that's been a great joy to see that progress.
And Operation Smile said the same about you guys to me when I interviewed them. Yes. You're not just let's put it this way, you're not just a check. You're a community-minded, community-involved.
That's absolutely right, and which is why Operation Smile makes such an impact to individuals, and we hope by our donation today it's going to inspire customers and team members to give personally to save young lives.
Beautiful. Last question. We actually are very about world peace. International Day of Peace as declared by the United Nations, September 21st. Yeah. We created the largest human peace circle right here in Times Square at Duffy Square Park, Central Park in downtown Brooklyn. What does peace mean to you?
Peace means us all finding a rational way of being together. So we hope, given what's going on in the world, that we will find peace. It's not just a dream.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm here with Kathleen S. McGee, the president and co-founder of Operation Smile. Hi, Kathleen. How are you?
Good. I'm great.
And William McGee, he's the CEO and co-founder of Operation Smile. How are you today?
Pleasure to be here with you.
It's a big pleasure for us. I mentioned initially we interviewed you 10 years or so ago. Tell us about the organization, how you founded it. You're the co-founders, and why you founded it.
Basically, I was a young plastic surgeon. I'm still a young plastic surgeon, and I wanted to get better at...
A plastic surgeon can't look young, I don't know.
Well, I wanted to get better at taking care of children with cleft lip and cleft palate, and I had an opportunity to go to the Philippines to operate on children, so it was pretty selfish, I guess, in a lot of ways. My wife has a pediatric nursing background, a few other degrees, a master's degrees in human development and clinical social work. And so she had a lot more, I guess, altruistic look at it of helping the children. But the long and the short of it was that both of us experienced over 250 children getting turned away and getting nothing. And there wasn't the time or the positioning to do that. And nobody was coming back. And it was that realization that these kids would have to live like that for the rest of their lives, and that we had had a great time there, that made it almost impossible not to want to go back. And so we asked some of our friends if they would go back and help us, and they ultimately told their friends, and every time we went, we still turned away hundreds of kids. And it was that constant realization that the job wasn't over that grew the organization to 5,000 volunteers right now, and in 60 countries and 250,000 children having been taken care of.
Yay. Congratulations to both of you. Now, what we're here for today, which is very momentous, we're in NASDAQ building, and I see a big Operation Smile $50,000 Henry Wells himself from Wells Fargo, donating, I guess, good money for the celebration of the Diwali, but really it's a celebration of life, right?
Sure is.
So that must feel good for you. How have you seen over all these years corporate responsibility reaching out to your organization?
I think the corporations have, learned how not only to give back, right? They can write a check, but they've learned how to get their employees involved. And so the employees feel very responsible. They become loyal to those corporations. And so for us, it's extremely helpful, right? You can give a check for $50,000, but that then to include their employees, they can be helpful on the ground. They know the culture, they know the language. And so for that corporation like Wells Fargo to give money during this Festival of Light, this gives hope to people. It gives hope to those families. And so for us, it's exciting. It's exciting to take care of more children.
Beautiful. Let me ask the last question. And you're very involved with World Peace and the International Day of Peace. And all our events were for children. We did Times Square, Central Park, and downtown Brooklyn. We want to partner with you. So as custodians of taking care of children, what does peace mean to you both?
I think that if each of us can look into our hearts and think with our hearts, not just with our logic, and realize that our emotion tells us what to do. Reason can lead to conclusions, but emotion is what leads to action. Let your heart tell you what to do, and by and large, you'll do the right thing.
Beautiful. Would you like to add?
Just that, we've included young people on all our teams, and I see them very involved and wanting peace in this world, and I think it will happen.
Thank you both very much. And I'm here with Della Ng. Hi, Della. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
She's with Integrated Marketing on Wells Fargo. Wow, I see a big check up there. Well, $50,000. I'll see you. No. So what is that? Well, we see here Wells Fargo Platinum Debit Customer Since, and this is very beautiful. Has like an Indian motif here. So what's happening here today?
So today we're actually kicking off our 2015 Diwali campaign. So this is actually our second year that we're partnering with Operation Smile to we're making a donation, as you can see in the big check, to Operation Smile to fund these cleft palate surgeries for kids in India. So it's part of our campaign for Diwali.
Wow, you're putting a smile on my face. Actually, I know the organization Operation Smile for many years because we're good news. And because they're good news, we support them with their message and the good things they do. They really, a cleft smile is really, it's a born disformity, correct?
Yes. So there's so many of these kids, according to the stats that Dr. McGee provided, 1 in 500 kids actually are born with this deformity. So it's so many kids are actually in need. So we're just very happy to be able to make a small impact with our campaign.
Well, Wells Fargo's been around for a long time, I guess, since the Stagecoach days, right?
Yes.
And doing good in the community.
Yes, thank you. We have been trying to do that in our local communities as well.
What's good news for Wells Fargo?
I think this is a great way for us to have this really meaningful partnership to celebrate Diwali in the true meaning of Diwali. At the same time, being able to make that impact and support a meaningful cause, that's a great way and a great platform.
It's a New Year celebration.
Yes, happy Diwali.
Okay, last question, if you don't mind.
Yes.
We're very involved with World Peace, and I know that the corporate social responsibility of Wells Fargo is very peaceful and caring about your employees and people such as we're talking about here. What do you think peace is for you or for your company?
I think our ultimate goal is to make sure that our customers achieve their financial goals successfully. So we'll do our best to help them to do that. And we're not going to be successful unless our customers are successful, the community is successful, and Wells Fargo will be successful. That will be good news.
Well stated. Thank you.
Thank you.